Buddha experienced enlightenment alone under a tree, not in a crowd. If you are constantly alone, perhaps the problem isn't with you. Perhaps you weren't made for crowds. Every person who has made a turning point in history, Newton, Thoreau, Tesla, Van Gogh, experienced long periods of solitude. Society called it isolation. But in reality, the greatest revolutions were born in silence. So why are some people drawn to solitude? Why do they suffocate in crowds but can breathe when alone? Here's the explanation. Solitude is not a mistake. It's an evolution. You are not alone. You are chosen. And by the end of this video, you will learn the true purpose of your solitude and how to transform it into your greatest strength. But first, ask yourself this question. Am I running away from the crowd, or is the crowd running away from me? The true face of loneliness. There are two types of loneliness. First type, loneliness that comes with a feeling of emptiness. Those who expect attention from everyone, who feel alone. People have abandoned you. You feel unwanted. This is loneliness born of incompleteness. It hurts, it weakens. Second type, loneliness stemming from fullness. You distance yourself from crowds because there is a fullness within you, a depth that others cannot understand. This loneliness is chosen. It doesn't hurt, it strengthens. Most people experience the first type, but you are of the second type, and you are unaware of it. Why does no one understand me? An observation. Most people who think deeply, question, and seek meaning are lonely. They are aware that they carry a universe within them, that time passes quickly with them, that they never tire, that they always feel new things. But why? Because their frequencies are different. Think of radio stations. You are broadcasting on 90.5 FM, but everyone around you is on 95.0 FM. They don't hear your signal. They think you're silent. But in reality, you're on a different frequency. Carl Jung said, loneliness is the result of disharmony not with society, but with yourself. So the problem isn't, nobody understands me. The problem is, I can't speak the language the crowd understands. The society's lie of loneliness. What has society taught you? Man is a social being. Loneliness is depression. Being alone is unhealthy. But the truth is, society is crowded because people can't cope with themselves. The 17th century philosopher Blaise Pascal said, all the problems of mankind stem from the fact that a man cannot sit quietly alone in a room. Why can't some people be alone for even 5 minutes? Because they can't be honest with themselves. They always make excuses and complaints. Most people constantly seek distractions, work, social media, television, parties. Why? Because silence reveals its own emptiness. But you are different. You choose silence because there is no emptiness within you, only fullness. The relationship between solitude and genius. Historical facts. Isaac Newton. He spent his most productive years alone on his family's farm during a plague epidemic. During this time, he discovered gravity, the theory of light, and differential and integral calculus. Henry David Thoreau. He spent 2 years alone in the woods to write Walden. He said, "Solitude is my best friend." Emily Dickinson. She spent most of her life alone at home and wrote over 1,800 poems. Many of these were discovered after her death. Nikola Tesla. He never married, stayed away from social life, and worked alone. Alternating current, radio, wireless communication. All were born in solitude. Do you see the pattern? Genius drowns in crowds. It blossoms in silence. the process of spiritual purification. Spiritual teachings say that there is a period of solitude before great awakenings. Jesus spent 40 days alone in the desert. Then his teaching began. Buddha left his family and kingdom, meditated alone for years. Then he attained enlightenment. Muhammad withdrew alone to the cave of Hira. Then revelation came. This is no coincidence. Solitude kills the old self. The new self is born from silence. If everyone in your social circle is distancing themselves from you right now, if things are going wrong, if relationships are ending, don't panic. This is not a loss. It is a purification. Because people who matched your old vibration don't match your new vibration. And the universe is gently moving them away. Frequency. Mismatch. I don't fit anymore. Things you once enjoyed now seem meaningless. You live, you understand, you learn, and you move on. Superficial conversations suffocate you. Parties tire you out. Social media bothers you. Ordinary relationships drain you. Sometimes you force yourself to be like others. You pretend, and you don't take it too seriously. You think, there's something wrong with me. No, there's no problem. There's evolution. Before a caterpillar becomes a butterfly, it enters a pupa. The pupa is dark, narrow, and lonely. But this darkness is a condition for transformation. The butterfly doesn't seek crowds in the pupa. It silently forms its wings. You are like that too. Empathy. Overload. People with a high capacity for empathy absorb the emotions of others like sponges. You don't look in one direction. You look in many directions, and you see. Looking and seeing are different things. In a single day, you feel a friend's stress. You take on your family's anxieties. You read strangers' sadness. You carry the world's pain. At the end of the day, nothing is left of you. You become everyone's emotional dumping ground. That's why you retreat into solitude, to cleanse yourself, to return to yourself. Solitude is your emotional hygiene quarantine. Escaping herd mentality. Most people live without thinking. They do what society says. They wear the clothes fashion dictates. They believe what the media says. They conform to the expectations of their environment. They see everything given to them as their right, but never think about why. They rush towards free offers, but don't question why. Because they don't understand that they are being exploited. This is herd mentality. It is safe, comfortable, and approving. But it also alienates humanity. You, on the other hand, ask questions. Is this really true? Do I believe this? Is this my way? And these questions will separate you from the herd, because the one who questions cannot be a follower. Friedrich Nietzsche. He who does not want to follow, the one who walks alone, joins the crowd. The brain does not remain silent. It cannot remain silent. So give it good codes. Choose different paths. Leave new traces. True peace will be found on its own path. Transformation from loneliness into strength. Rename loneliness. Loneliness. There are two words in English. Loneliness, unwanted, painful. Loneliness, chosen, empowering. You are not alone. You are in solitude. This change in mindset transforms everything. Instead of saying, "Nobody wants me," you say, "I choose to spend time with myself." Most people don't know who they are because they learn who they are from others. Their families say, "This is who you are." Their friends say, "You can't do this." Society says, "You should be like this." And your true voice gets lost in this noise. Loneliness is finding that voice. Rumi. In silence, the language of your soul speaks. Unleash your creativity. Every great work is born in solitude. Beethoven wrote the Ninth Symphony while deaf and alone. J.K. Rowling created Harry Potter while a single mother. Van Gogh painted his masterpieces while feeling rejected and alone. Why? Because creativity comes from depth, not from crowds. In crowds, you meet the expectations of others. In solitude, you create your own vision. Be selective. Quality over quantity. When you return to social life after solitude, everything changes. You no longer accept everyone's energy. It's as if you see everyone's heart, understanding what they want to say before they even speak. Your filter strengthens. 7 steps to embracing solitude. 1. Don't be afraid of silence. 10 minutes a day. No phone, no music, no people. Just you and silence. Disturbing at first, then liberating. 2. Go alone. Restaurant, cinema, travel. Go alone. You'll feel strange at first, but then a pure experience without having to account to anyone. 3. Create something. Write, draw, compose, build. Creativity is the fruit of solitude, pure self-expression without the effort to please others. 4. Connect with nature. Walk in the woods. Sit by the sea. Watch the stars. Nature is solitude's best friend, because nature doesn't judge, it only allows. 5. Review the past. In solitude, memory opens. Old wounds, suppressed emotions. It hurts at first, but then, healing. 6. Imagine the future. The crowd keeps you in the past. Solitude creates space for you to design the future. What do I really want? You can only answer this question when you are alone. 7. Accept the transformation. Your old self is dying. Your new self is being born. This is painful, but every birth requires pain. You watched this video. You learned the true meaning of your solitude. Now you have 2 options. Continue to be a victim. Cry, nobody loves me. Be strong. Laugh, I am self-sufficient. Now a test. Leave these numbers in the comments section. 1 equals, I am transforming my solitude into strength. 11 equals, I am not ready yet. But I am learning. 111 equals, I am still suffering. But there is hope. Whichever number you choose, it is the right number for you. Because honesty is the first step to freedom. And if this video made you feel something, share it with a friend. Maybe they're also searching for the true meaning of their solitude. Sharing is growth. Return. Awaken. Be free. Solitude is where you begin to search for yourself. Hermann Hesse. You get lost in the crowd, but you find yourself in solitude. Albert Einstein. The deepest connection is the connection with oneself. Byron Katie.